y'all doing today? There you go. That's what I want to hear. Hey, Mom, I made it. Hey. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about a certain thing. So many people were asking, like, Roman, what are you talking about? We're talking about that. I'm not. Just find out. Be patient. Wait. So today I'm talking about a certain topic that a lot of people just simply they use it as a way to blame things on God and just they grow bitter about it. But today I'm going to open your eyes up for this and see the true meaning of this happening in life. And what I'm going to be talking about is tribulation. Tribulation, all right? So the definition of tribulation is a state of cause or great suffering of trouble. I'll repeat that again if you did not get that. A state of cause or great suffering of trouble. So it says a great suffering or trouble. So that's a pretty big deal. So that can go from anything. That can go from depression. That can go from anxiety, stress, you name it. It's a great state of suffering. Now, I will say I am teaching on my own personal experience. So just be aware of that. So if y'all have your Bibles today, go ahead and flip to Romans chapter 5, verse 3 through 5. Romans, yeah, I know. I didn't pick it because of my name or anything, all right? Because I believe that Paul, especially Paul, that he has been through a lot of, torture. He's been a lot of beating, and he's been whipped by many Roman soldiers. So if you want to know anything about tribulations, Paul's the man to go to. He says it all. So Romans chapter 5, verse 3. So as it says, and not only this, but we also celebrate in our tribulations, knowing that tribulation brings out perseverance, and perseverance proving character, and proving character hope, and hope does not disappoint because the love of God has been poured out within our hearts through the Holy Spirit who was given to us. So if you're taking notes today, the first thing you should write is that pain has a purpose. Pain has a purpose. It has a meaning in our lives. All right? It has a meaning, and the thing is, the one thing that it says right here, that the things it develops in our life is perseverance, character, and hope. Those are the three things so far that we're getting from pain, from our tribulations that are being produced. Now, another thing is that this is going to be a bold statement, but we should be glad we are going through a tribulation. Now, I'm not saying like, if you're going through a tough time, I'm not saying like, yeah, my life is terrible, my grades are dropping, everything is just going wrong. I'm so happy now because Roman told me to be rejoicing in my pain. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, fake it till you make it. I'm not saying have a smile on your face. But I'm saying be aware that the pain in your life, that the tribulation that you are going through will make you into a better person than what you are today. Now, some of y'all have heard my testimony, and if you haven't, I've gone through a lot. But I'm not saying that, I've gone through more than you, but I've gone through a lot. And what I have learned is that it has made me into a better man of what I am today. It has matured me. It has showed me great wisdom. It has made my character great. I've gained perseverance from it. So, I know Romans, okay, we're going to another verse, all right? Romans, you don't have to go there, but Romans chapter 8, verse 18 says, "For I consider that our suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us." Now, you're probably wondering, like, okay, what is that future glory going to be? What is that good thing that's going to come? Well, I know it's three of those: perseverance, character, and hope, but there's more to come from that. There's still more. And me personally, I can't tell you what it's going to be in your life. It could be different. It could be wisdom. It could be perseverance, as it says, character, hope, joy, you name it. I don't know what it is for you. I didn't even know what it was for me when I went through a bunch of stuff in my life when I was a child. I didn't even know that good things were going to come. So, and Paul just simply talks about it nonstop. Like most of his books that he's wrote, or letters that he's written, he just nonstop talks about pain and tribulations and how they're a good thing. Now, if you don't want to buy what, Paul is trying to tell you, then you might be able to understand that Jesus himself says this. He says this in John chapter 16, verse 20. He says, truly, truly. He says truly twice for a reason, because he's letting you know that this is the truth. This is true. I'm telling you this. Truly, truly, I say to you that you will weep and mourn, but the world will rejoice, and you will grieve, but your grief will be turned into joy. Now that sounds pretty bad to me. While you're sitting there, you're mourning, you're weeping, and you're going through it right now. I get it. You're in the lowest times of your life. But everybody else around you is rejoicing. Everybody else around you is having joy. But then he goes on to say that your grief will be turned into joy. So one common thing I see that all these verses have is that first they introduce the pain. First they introduce the tribulation in life. But then the second half of the verse, they go on and say that this good thing is going to come. That this good thing is going to come. So that tells me that your pain, three things, three different types of people. One, a person that has gone through a storm and just come out of it, the storm in life. Two, somebody that is in the storm. Or three, somebody that's about to go into the storm. Now, I will say, the pain in life, the storm, is going to be from short to long. It comes in many different shapes and sizes and forms and whatnot. But I will tell you that each pain in life has an end to it. It will subside. Now, the thing is, one thing that you definitely have to know is that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes you just look down the tunnel and you're like, I don't see the end to it. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I just feel like giving up in life. But just know that Jesus is with you wherever you go. Just know that. So, if you want to know what you have, so as I said, that tribulations and pain in life comes in many different shapes and sizes or lengths. And some of y'all might be going through a long, long storm in life. You might have been going through it since you were 5, and you're still going through it now in life. Now, the thing is, like I said, you might feel like you just want to give up. That it's just better to give up. Why should I carry on with this? What do I have to do to keep going? Now, it says in Romans, yeah, I know, Romans, third time, okay. So it says in Romans chapter 12, verse 12, it says that rejoice in hope, persevere in tribulation, devoted to prayer. Now let me repeat that. If you're writing notes, I'd say write this down. These are 3 steps that you need to know. Rejoice in hope. All right, that's 1. Persevere in tribulations. That's the second one. And the third one is devoted to prayer. Devoted to prayer. So we have to rejoice in hope. Now, as I said in the beginning, that our tribulations will produce character, hope, and perseverance. It will produce hope, so you have something to rejoice in. Now your hope should be in God, or your hope should be in Jesus, the Messiah. And you should be rejoicing in your hope. So pretty much you should be rejoicing in God. You should be rejoicing in Jesus. Now you must persevere in tribulation. You know, I see Michael, a pretty strong kid, I will say. How much did you clean? $275, nice. But it took a lot of hard work to get there, right? It took commitment. You know, you think you're just going to do, one squat, you think you're just going to squat 315? No, it's going to take a lot of hard work. But the thing is, sometimes you just feel like you want to give up while you're working out or whatever you're doing. You're studying, you think you're just going to read one word and be like, all right, photosynthesis. All right, there you go. I'm going to pass this test now. No. You're going to probably have to do hours of study. You're probably going to have to do a long period of study. You might have to stay up all night. I hope that does not happen, jeez. But you probably have to stay up all night. But you have to go through it. You have to persevere through it. You have to get down and get through it. Because how else are you going to expect that you're going to get anything from your bad times in life? Now, you probably have heard this saying many times about, how a diamond is made. It's a coal that, that has been under constant heat and pressure. And some of y'all have already heard this, be like, oh, why are you telling me this, Roman? Be like, I've heard this a million times already. Be like, you don't have to tell me that. Be like, yeah, I know you probably heard it, but a lot of us overlook that saying, that overlook that metaphor. because that's what we are in life. Sometimes we can be that piece of coal. It's unappealing to the eye, but we have to go through constant heat and pressure to become a beautiful diamond. And diamond is probably one of the most strongest jewelry out there. So, you really think a diamond's going to be developed in a second? You really think it's just going to go through 1 second of pressure and heat and simply become a diamond instantly?